Hello, everyone. My name is Rolf Trundle. I'm an MVP in M365 Teams, and I welcome you to the June 2024 edition of ChangeCockpit 3 or ChangeCockpit Copilot edition. Today's agenda is as follows. We have in the full ChangeCockpit, we have 124 changes to announce, but that's only for changes running out this in the current and the next month. But all the grayed out workloads are for full ChangeCockpit members. If you don't know or if you haven't seen it yet, and if you would like to attend for a demo, please contact me and every company can attend for free one time in the full ChangeCockpit edition to see what benefits they can gain from it. So, but for this, we have for this month, Copilot edition, we have 15 changes to announce, only which are running out for this and the following month. For those of you who are new, we have the slide set up. It's the title, obvious description of the change on the left side, if ever possible, a screenshot if available in the middle. Then we have the workload on top right. That's for this presentation, only Copilot. On the right side, if you need more information, you think this change is particularly interesting or important to you, then you can do a deep dive using the provided information here, at least roadmap ID or message center or a blog link or whatever you will find in here. Then or you come and ask, because asking about the announced changes in ChangeCockpit is always available and included in the service, even in this free Copilot edition. Then status, when is the expected rollout date of a change? And then new for this month or starting this month is not the audience anymore. That was before, but now it's the impact levels. We have low, medium, and high, and it's on admin impact and or user impact. You will see always the bubbles or the bulbs down there with green, orange, and red. And then down here, license note, if we need special licenses, my base is M365 E3 or Business Premium respective. But if you need additional license, it's in the license note down there. And last but not least, you have the slide number if you want to take notes during the presentation. Then let's start for this month, Copilot for M365 workload. First change, Copilot and shifts will be integrated. This means if you are using shifts inside Teams, that's a frontline worker feature. If you're planning shifts, your shift management, then you can now use and ask Copilot about shifts. As an example, what are the open shifts for this week? We can see this in the screenshots. Do I have any open shifts in store 246 next week? Then you will get the answer from Copilot, which has now access to your shifts plan. When is my next shift? When do I have time off? Or whatever questions you would ask Copilot about shifts. Then intelligent meeting recap will get some new additional languages. That's very important because intelligent meeting recap can only work if it understands your language, and if it doesn't, then it's no use for you. And it's integrated in Copilot license, but also in Teams Premium. So there will be more and additional languages. It's the full list is on the left side in here. It's mainly European languages. So if you're living here and have many meetings, as for example in Danish, then you will be happy to use this feature by it should be rollout should start in June. So perhaps you already have this capability. Then Copilot Dashboard. Copilot Dashboard is in Viva Insights integration, where you will see adoption metrics like readiness, adoption, impact, learning. You will see metrics and scores, and you will see what and how your users are using Copilot. So you can guard, no, it's just to see if the adoption of Copilot is running smoothly and if the people are using the intended features as you probably defined in your scenarios or however you are integrating or are doing the adoption for Copilot. Then this will be now, or the leaders can now delegate access to their Copilot dashboard, but this Copilot dashboard. It's part of Viva Insights, so there are also personal insights, and the delegatees won't see the personal insights from the leaders. The admins and leaders will have the ability to set or to manage this access using PowerShell policies. Leaders can revoke access at any time, and delegatees cannot delegate this dashboard to other users, so no further delegation. The leader has to do this, and leaders can delegate access to multiple people. That are the features of this delegation access. Then Copilot will get, for chat and channels, will get better or improved responses regarding date and time. Till now, Copilot was limited to the last 30 days of data. We can see this on the left screenshot. We ask Copilot summarize the key action items for March, and it will start in April. Okay, so this is 30 days back, but after rollout now it does this properly. It will give you answers back from March for the full March time window, and the timestamp will also be simplified. It will look nicer than this one here on the left side. So this will be better afterwards. For a long time, you were able now to create presentation based on a Word document. You tell Copilot, create presentation from file and insert your Word document. It will analyze the document and create slides, agendas, and a full slide set of the content from this Word file. But now you will be able to do this also from a PDF file as input. So if you have a nice PDF file where you would like to create a new presentation, just create presentation from file, reference your PDF file, and you're good to go. If you are using these features all with protected Word files, meaning sensitivity labeled Word files, then this will now be possible, and especially the presentation that will be created based on the sensitivity labeled Word file will have the same sensitivity label applied to the PowerPoint presentation afterwards, except if the already created or the already applied label to the PowerPoint presentation is a higher level of protection than the base or the input Word file had applied to it. So if it will inherit the Word document label, or if it's higher, then it will the presentation will stay on the already configured label. So no automatic downgrading there. Then you will get a new catch-up feature. Could be very interesting, especially as the summer holiday or the summer breaks now start. Then you will have the Copilot. You have Copilot app integrated in Office.com, Microsoft 365.com, in Teams, and so on. If you go to the Copilot page, you will have now a new tab in here, Catch Up, and this will present catch-up cards to you, along with suggested prompts to select, and then you will get more information in detail to catch up if you missed any information. Meeting chat will now use during meetings the transcript data also as input if it's available. So if you start a transcription of the meeting, till now Copilot in the chat only used the information from the chat, but now it will also use the transcript data when available to answer your questions or doing your orders. Then language selection only during a meeting. If you enable this, then you can allow Copilot. By default, it's during and after the meeting, or you can allow Copilot in the meeting option only during the meeting. The difference is during and after the meeting means you need to turn on transcription and or recording for Copilot to work. And this recording and these transcriptions will be stored even after the meeting. But the other option is to only allow Copilot during the meeting. This means that transcription will be turned on temporarily and the transcription will be deleted after the meeting ended. So Copilot access to, let's say, summarize all key items during the meeting will only be available during the meeting, and afterwards you can't ask any questions anymore because the transcript was deleted. So now if you use these options, by default it's off. you need to turn it on in Teams Admin Center in the meeting policies called Copilot, and then on, and not only on with retained transcript, but this I have seen this as default in tenants. So after you use this or turn on with the option only during the meeting, you will get a new language selection when you start the meeting, so Copilot knows better what language you are speaking and is able to do the temporary transcript. If you use this Copilot, as just mentioned, with only during the meeting, then you will get enhanced and better notifications for Copilot to use. It will show you, first of all, a bubble, this information bubble with Copilot is available in this meeting, that we are agree with the privacy policy, and if you have an internal privacy policy, you can, your company privacy policy, you can then add your own short link in here or your own URL so the user can access your internal privacy policy. If you don't configure this, then the Microsoft default privacy policy will be linked under this text. And the other one is the better information about, hey, content isn't saved, content from Copilot is only available while this pane is open during the meeting. So user will see again that this transcription will not be stored and will be deleted afterwards. Then you will get another one, the optimized file link support in chat and channels. So if you shared links during a chat conversation or during a channel conversation, you can ask questions like what files has John shared, and Copilot is now better able to give you the results, even including the direct links to the shared files of John in this particular example. Inside Microsoft 365 Admin Center, you have a usage report. You will find this in Report, Usage, Copilot for Microsoft 365. Then under Readiness, you have a usage counter or a users on an eligible update channel, where you will see a readiness metric, and this will be optimized to only show platform equals desktop, OS equals Windows, and device type equals PC, and then only these users will be included in this report, starting in the second half of June. Then mentioned before, Copilot dashboard. We had the delegation feature now. Copilot dashboard was coming out from preview. It's generally available now. And if you don't have Viva Insights, you will get at least a basic Copilot dashboard. And this will be available for all Microsoft 365 customers. If you have purchased till now less than 25 Copilot licenses, then this dashboard will provide limited views across these core metrics. But just to note again, if you don't have Viva Insights licenses, you are restricted on to use or to see only tenant level adoption metrics and not user level adoption metrics, which would be very important. So if you are starting Copilot adoption, my recommendation is still to add Viva Insights licenses for your first adoption users, just to see the better insights, better metrics, and do this at least temporarily, using as an example with 1 month licenses. Or if you can also start a trial just to see if you gain any benefit from these additional insights. Copilot app from Windows. It's not a Copilot for M365 feature. It's just a Copilot in Windows integrated. If it's already available to you, this will change now into a standalone applications. It won't be only accessible from the tray. It will be a standalone app with its own icon, and especially important for admins, the current policies to enable and disable Copilot, group policies, and cloud policy services and CSPs will be removed. It's not configurable anymore with this afterwards. So that's my assumption. It's only, you can only remove it if you remove this app afterwards, when it will be a standalone app. So So much for this. And last but not least, there are some admin permission updates if you're using Copilot for security. I'm not talking about Copilot for M365, it's Copilot for security, another product. If you're using this, then you will get, starting in July 13, then the security admins will automatically have extended permission to user data or to it's not user data itself, but it's to the other products from E5 compliance, like insider risk and communication compliance. Their user data is there. You can see, have some insights in your users' data there. If you have a flagged or if you have an insider risk alert, you will see what the user has done. That's what meant with user data. You don't have access to your user's documents afterwards. So just to clarify this information. And that's by default, it's turned on, and it's possible for service owners to turn this off for security admins in Copilot for security, if you would like to do so. So that's it for this month, Copilot edition from ChangeCockpit. The next edition will be, I always upload this to YouTube and to Teams if you're a member of ChangeCockpit on the same date as I also present the full ChangeCockpit. The next one will be on July 17. Normally it's the third Wednesday of the month. The English version of ChangeCockpit is from 3 to 5, as mentioned before. If you're interested to attend this as demonstration, if you aren't already a member, then just talk to me and I will invite you. So feedback is always welcome. If you have any questions regarding the just announced changes or topic request or whatever, then just ping me on Teams chat or email on this address. And then I would say thanks, or I will say thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I wish you all a nice day, evening, the rest of the week, whenever you are watching this presentation. And see you next month. Thank you.